Morning friends, this is Akhil Matthew presenting my fourth Unix lab program, that is base conversions using shell script. Here I am given the first question, that is decimal to binary, octal and hexadecimal, and for that this is our program. I'm asking for a decimal number, and I'm storing that in two variables, d2 and d2 and d3, and I'm putting the values as 0 1 0 1, that is 8 4 4 8 4 2 1 values. I'm putting o y b and p, while I'm putting that d is greater than 0, that is if it is greater than 0 then r will be equal, and mod for r I'm taking the modulus of 2 and storing it in BC, and for B I'm multiplying the R and B and divide and plus and adding it with the variable B, and similarly for B I'm multiplying it by 10 and storing in BC, and for D1 I'm dividing it by 2 and storing in BC, and the binary equivalents. And in the case if and I have put test cases, that is if it is 1 0, then x is equal to a, for that this is for octal, and this is for hexadecimal values to show the hexadecimal values, and for b it is 12, c 13, d 14, e 15 and f, and I'm h is equal to, I'm showing both the values, and d2 is this, and I'm putting the hexadecimal equals here one by one. I'm showing it to them, and this is my program. Run it. It's asking for decimal number. I will put 4, as we know it as 100. Binary equivalent is 100, hexadecimal and octal is both 4. Now the second problem, that is binary to decimal, octal and hexadecimal, and as you can see here, this is my program. Same things. I'm taking the binary, I'm putting the 8421 out here, that is 01110, and here I'm dividing it by 10 and storing it in BC, same, and dividing the p by 2 and storing it in BC. Similarly for decimal values I'm putting it, and for hexadecimal I'm putting the 10 as A, 11 as B, 12 as C, 13 as D, 14 as E, and down here as you can see that I'm dividing the D2 by 16, so for hexadecimal equivalents, and I'm checking if it is greater than 3, then I'm echoing the D3 divided by 8 for octal and for decimal, and all of them I'm showing one by one. It's asking for a binary number. Let's put 100 for 4, and it is showing that decimal equivalent is 4, hexadecimal equivalent 4, octal equivalent is 4, and this is the third program, that is octal to binary, decimal and hexadecimal. Here I am using a inbuilt function, that is ibase and obase out here, and here I am taking an octal number, I am reading it as O, and for binary equivalent I am giving the ibase and obase as 2, and it will provide me with the equivalent decimal, and for decimal I am putting the ibase as 8 and it is as 0, and I'm showing it, and hexadecimal 8 and 16. I will show you the output of this program. It's asking me for octal number. I know 10, it is octal number for 8. Decimal number is 8 and binary value is 8421, so 1000. And similarly all this here. And my fourth problem is hexadecimal to binary hexadecimal to binary, decimal and octal. Here is the program, that is I'm similarly as was in octal, I'm taking some inbuilt functions out here like obase and ibase for calculating the hexadecimal. I'm taking the input from the user as h, and I'm storing it in the variable h, and I'm taking the decimal value by giving the ibase as 16 and h, and ibase has nothing, and obase has nothing, and ibase is 16 for octal and obase is 18, and similarly binary 16 and obase is 2. Is asking for hexadecimal number. I know capital A is 10, capital A is decimal value is 10, octal value is 12, binary value is 1010.